Right, we're back for an episode of the FitbawReview podcast, episode 8, where today we'll be reviewing and previewing all the games.
All the games.
And the game weeks before. As you can tell, I'm joined by my friend and co-host Philly.
Friend, that goes a long way.
See?
I'm doing good, mate. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, very good. After Celtic pumped for the United 9, but couldn't do 10. Bottled it again.
I mean, I'm sure most Celtic fans will be happy with 9. I mean, we would have liked 10, as we've displayed that in the past. However, I'm more than happy with 9.
Well, let's move into the Aberdeen versus Livy game, where Aberdeen destroyed Livy by 5. First goal came a penalty from Milowski, as he took the penalty before half time. As Fitbaw saw red, straight red. I think it was the right decision.
100%.
I'm
Dog so.
Dogs though, indeed.
Put back, wee Vinny in the box, last man after he's tried to take it away. I don't know what he was doing. Red card all day of the week.
Nice. Then McCrory made it 2 with an outrageous goal outside the box. Hit it something on his left, hitting it on the bar and going in the goal.
Nice.
Was it your goal week, Philly?
We'll find out later on. Wait and see.
Wait and see. Then Duke came on at half time for, I believe it was Clarkson, that came off, and then he pulled it in the box.
Yeah, did absolutely nothing.
And then penalty
to Rangers.
No, but it's Aberdeen this time, and as who's the Dutch guy? No one can see.
Just wee Vinny.
Wee Vinny made it 3-0 as Milowski gave him the ball. He'd be raging. Could have had a hat trick.
Yeah, I think he celebrated with him. A wee bit of acknowledgement to the fans as well. So, just shows Aberdeen's squads. The morale's definitely up, especially after that game. 5-0.
5-0. Before Johnny Hayes set up Milowski to get his second of the day, but it could have been 3. But Johnny Hayes was quite impressive. This.
Yeah, I didn't see too much of the game, but going off of the stats and the result, we spoke about it last week, and you said stats don't lie. That there's always a red card in this fixture, and once again it's prevailed.
I told you.
Fitbaw are getting sent off.
I don't make predictions. I tell the future.
You could have said that. I tell spoilers or something.
Well.
Maybe I would have sounded a wee bit nicer on the tongue, but yeah, very impressive result from Aberdeen.
And then Ryan Duncan is that young boy from Aberdeen's reserves, came on to make it 5. First professional goal. But it was a bit of a fluke because he tried to cross the ball, I believe, and it kind of just went in the back of the net. So, but you take him as a gun.
A goal's a goal.
A goal is a goal.
We don't judge.
Do you think Aberdeen can be stopped up front?
I mean, they're scoring goals right now. Sorry. No, they're doing very well, but it's Livingston, to be fair. I think that once they got the man sent off, it really just done the game, because up to 40 minutes it was 0-0, and then goals just kept coming in. Conceded 2 pens, sloppy from Martindale. I wonder what his excuse would have been this week. I've not seen it.
Dodgy ref?
Watery pitch, maybe. I don't know. However, Aberdeen very impressive and looking to continue that form.
Well, lots of continuing great form in the SPFL. Let's head over to Rangers versus Ross County, as Rangers beat Ross County 4-0. It was a very dominant performance for Rangers after last week's disappointment in Edinburgh after drawing 2-2 to Hibs. What a terrible time. It was a very good performance by Rangers by playing some magic football. Oh, have you seen a couple of goals?
I've seen a few. Lundstrom's goal.
Yeah.
Ball comes to him at the edge of the box, out his feet. I don't know if it took a deflection or the keeper just thought it was going in the corner, but
it's a slight deflection.
Yeah, you would guess so based off of the keeper's position and where the ball actually went in the back of the net. I've seen Kolak's goal, the one where Scott Wright.
Play with that was.
Oh, not that one. I was talking about the Scott Wright one, but.
Oh right.
I mean, he does well. As much as he slips, and it kind of helps the movement on the ball to kind of defeat the keepers. Is that the right words?
Defeat.
I don't know. What is the right word for that? It's almost like trick him.
Illusion.
Okay, maybe not. Anyway, the other goal was very nice from Ken. Obviously, his loose touch after the nutmeg fell to Lawrence. I mean, easy back heel. As much as it looks nice in the eye, I do feel like the defence should have been doing better. However, it was still nice football, and Kolak finished it well. Stephen Davis's goal late on, I just seen Tavernier down the right hand side, and Davis, I told you he's got a wee bit of legs about him, busting a gut to get in the box, and it falls to him and he finishes it well. Comfortable game, but I mean, it's not like a team in the league doubled their score plus more, eh?
Yeah, but it could be a very different Often as Sands was very lucky to not be given a red, never mind a second yellow.
Cheating bastards.
As Sands looked to foul Hawulu.
Jordi Hawilla?
Yeah, as he was the last defender, and he looked to bring him down. Did look like a foul, but referee just said play on.
You know what the thing is? It's so annoying because his next tackle that he fouled would have been a second yellow because he was already on a yellow. He had that chance where he's probably messed up because Gio spotted that and dragged him at half time.
Didn't drag him, but yeah,
Well,
took him off.
He took him off because he's on the yellow because he would have got sent off probably.
Nah, I don't think we would have got sent off.
It's not even a second yellow, it's a straight red.
Straight red.
And 15 minutes in, I know it's Rangers playing at home.
Nah, it would have changed. We probably would have won, but not by that much.
Yeah, and goal difference, as we've seen, is very important.
That's true. Obviously, Lundstrom scored with a deflected goal, and Kolak got his first in the first half. As Layla made some impressive saves to only keep it 2 before half time. Sure, it was Layla.
There's only so much you can do though.
Yeah.
Playing against Celtic and Rangers, like they can make saves, but at the end of the day, it's not going to do much because Kolak's continuing his form, getting a double.
Yeah, in the second half, we saw goals from Kolak, making it 2, getting 7 goals in 7 games, and then also David came on and got a goal.
David.
Yeah.
Big David.
Big
Stephen David.
As his last goal came almost like a year and 4 weeks ago, against Malmo.
To be fair, that was like the last time he's pretty much played.
Well,
Besides like 2 weeks ago, he's like just not featured for ages, but
he's back.
Sure he can still do it.
Yeah.
What is he, like 38 now?
Well, I don't know, probably 37.
Nearly 40, mate.
And he's still the best in the world.
Shame he's not going to get any more titles before he hangs up the boot, so it's
this season he could have the Europa League, but they fucked that one up.
Mm.
To be fair, Malcolm had was furious with the result as he was raging. I think he got a yellow or something like that as the referee came over to book him because he was talking to that fourth official too much.
No wonder though. Like you would be outraged after that Sands decision. Like they're sitting 11th in the table now. Imagine they ended up getting points at Rangers.
Yeah.
Think of the teams that they played Celtic and they're playing Rangers.
Yeah.
They're going to get easier fixtures, so those points they need to win now because they're only sitting on the 3 after 1-1. And as much as you see a Ross County side and think they should probably be doing better now after last season, sitting 11th with teams like St Johnstone and Kilmarnock above them that's not done the best results wise could worry them a wee bit, but I mean we've seen St Johnstone play. As much as they put up a relatively decent fight against Hearts this week, they're not the best quality. Kilmarnock didn't really do much, however they got the win this week, but throughout the season I think they'll pick up some decent points against those teams.
Many people were saying this was Rangers' not best result, but best performance as they seemed to balance the Champions League and the league, which Joe famously in the past not being able to do.
I think it's just because he's got 2 first half goals. Usually you start very slow in the first half, but
that's true.
Now he's got the goals in the first half, pretty much ending the game.
Well, it was a fantastic week to the end as Rangers fans will be buzzing with getting into Champions League and getting the 3 points on the Saturday. But also, we also had a fantastic week as Kilmarnock got the first win of the season as they saw a quick fire to get them the quick fire goals to get them a double, to get the 2.
Quick fire double.
I've
got you, mate. Don't
Thank you. To get them the first win of the season, first 3 points of the season. As Motherwell looked to get their third back-to-back win, but they went ahead. Looked like to do it with Kevin Van Veen scored without a penalty. I think it's like four games and 4 goals or 5.
I'm not too sure. To be fair, they both look very good. Looked a good game from the highlights. What they've showed, stats, what they've showed. A very entertaining game. In a turn of 5 minutes, changed it around for Kilmarnock.
Yeah, it was it was Danny Armstrong, who made it 1-1 in the 71st minute. Got a bit of luck. I think he striked it. The keeper deflected it, and he kind of tapped it.
Yeah, that's just not what happened.
It was.
No, it was an in-swinger. He headed it on whoever the defender was marking him. It came back to him off his chest, and then he squeezed it home between Kelly's legs.
Exactly what I said.
Exactly what he said.
And then Kelly, 5 minutes later, got the late winner as Ash Taylor was unmarked at the back post, making it boom 2-1 to Kelly. Was that right? Was that good?
Just a wee bit added detail. Former midfielder Liam Polworth, former Motherwell midfielder, should I say, against his old side, taking the free kick. I don't know what the defender was doing.
Yeah, there's
Was
nobody
it
marking.
Sol?
Sol.
Something like that.
Yeah.
He jumps for it, just completely mistimes his jump, and Ashtay, it's almost like he doesn't expect it the way he heads it. It's just like it hits his head and he just directs it goalwards, and then Captain Fantastic getting the 3 points for Kilmarnock.
Well, I think he's had a very impressive start to the season. Ash Taylor done really well against Rangers and Celtic. Maybe not Celtic, but
I mean, as much as their goal difference is absolutely terrible, it's -7, he's actually looked good. He's got 2 goals this season?
yeah, also scored against Dundee United in the last minute.
He's got them 4 points.
Yeah, I think about it, yeah.
The win there and the Dundee United game.
That's true.
2 late winners, and to be fair, he's kept some of the games from the goal difference being less than what it probably is.
Did he come up from the Championship with Kelly?
I believe so.
Yeah, because I'm surprised no one went in for him.
I don't think he'd be captain first year at the club. He might be just known Derek McInnes and he used to play for him, but I don't think he would have. But he's been very good this start of the season.
Speaking of a very good start to the season, St Mirren got another win as Hibs roller coaster is back. As was it a shock? You say it's a shock result as Hibs beat them 1-0.
That's not a shock result for some that predicted it.
Well, it's not because I predict the future again. Alright, spoilers.
To be fair, didn't expect it from Smyrna. I said a Hibs win. Don't know what's going on with Hibs at the moment. They're winning, they're drawing late on, they're losing. It's just
He's looking a bit old. They're just a bit selfish.
they're looking terrible. I don't know what Lee Johnson's style is, and it's not really had a good impact in the league yet. Just late goals to get them points, really. They control the ball, and against a St Mirren side that's pretty much been a counter-attacking team so far this season.
They look really impressive.
That's essentially where the goal came from.
That's true. I thought they looked really impressive. I think Robson got his tactics spot on. I think defensively impressing, and then his counter attack looks very good. He's really changed St Mirren's fortunes around this season. As St Mirren got their 3rd win in a row as they beat Hibs. To be fair, it could be more from St Mirren. I saw a couple of highlights, saw a couple of match reports. It looked like Hibs could have. St Mirren could have got a lot more than just one.
That's what I mean. Hibs, they've just been poor. Like, I don't really get what's going on at Hibs. They've got decent enough players. They brought Boyle back, yet he's not really hit the ground running. I know he's got
2 goals.
he's got the goal late on against Hearts, but he's not really had the impact from the start now.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's just him not getting up to speed yet, or it's just Hibs struggling to play, because they have been poor this season, Hibs.
Yeah, because Buchanan's early strike put the Saints up 1-0 in 6 minutes, and then Hibs looked to make it 1-1 as Ellie Union missed the best chance of. I don't know if you've seen this, but it was a absolute shocker.
I've not seen it, no.
Well, and he's even completely missed it. It was like a tapping pretty much, isn't he?
But like Salah's chance against Bournemouth.
Oh, don't get me started on Salah.
FPL points.
Oh dear. If you know, you know. But they also won 9-0 as well.
That's true. But like the other best team in Scotland, eh?
Wouldn't say best team, but you can say that a team.
Best team, eh?
No, just say second best team or 3rd best. Aberdeen are probably better.
I'd like to disagree.
Yeah, if you were Hibs manager, would you start worrying about your position maybe?
I mean, I feel like there's another former Hibs manager that's more likely to have his name up for the sack, and Jack Ross for Dundee United.
Oh, I'll let you move on to the Dundee United game then.
Yeah, goals galore for Celtic, and I'm going to be honest here, from a neutral perspective, Dundee United were not bad at the first half at all.
Yeah, I don't think they were terrible.
They were not bad at all. Celtic were just unbelievably ruthless. The chances they had, they converted. Kyogo getting a hat-trick, Abada a hat-trick, Jota getting on the axe, Starfelt from the back, even Juranovic, and that's Juranovic's first open goal. Goal, because he's got 6 goals and they're all pinned, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, pretty much.
Starfelt coming on form. He's getting his 2nd goal for the club, 2nd goal this season. Yeah, fantastic from Furuhashi and Abada.
Great strikes from Kyogo. On the 2nd goal, was it?
2nd goal, unbelievable. It's a bit of ball just messing about in the middle of the pitch, loose touch. Matt O'Reilly with a tackle, went it back high up, falls to Kyogo, and it's not even like it's that far off him. It's just a quick instinct to hit it, and the way that the ball's coming to him, he can just strike his cold effort, and it's top corner. It's absolutely unbelievable. It's beautiful to watch in the eye, and this is why I love Celtic. Just this game completely like describes this Celtic under Ange and ball full flow. He's just played this system. Dundee United, I said they were impressive at the start. They weren't terrible. They were pressing high at the pitch, and they had a chance for Glenn Middleton, which Juranovic lost the ball in the middle of the park, coming in from the full-backs, tackled, hitting the post.
That's when Joe Hart's like bleeding and all that.
He was bleeding in about the 3rd minute, mate.
Yeah.
Big Stephen Fletcher's studs went right into his skull.
Do
He had to get it stapled over.
Yeah, but
when he
to
played.
be fair, he's only. I don't think he should have got booked for that because the ball was there to
The
be
ball's
won.
there to be won, but it's reckless, mate.
Nah.
It's harsh, but it's also not harsh, if you know what I mean.
Nah, I think the ball was there to be won, and Joe Hart should move his head. Get him out of the way.
I mean, Celtic dominant 30 shots in the game with 13 on target, and that just shows with 9 goals with 13 shots on target, they were ruthless.
Yeah.
I think Rangers had a bit similar shots wise, about 30, but not as much on target, yet they only scored the 4. And it just shows that, like, that Celtic side, the quality they got, they weren't even playing the new signing, and there was one other player that, who wasn't he playing? There was another player, Yakimakis, that's who it was, because he was injured. He was ill.
Yeah.
But he was and we got 9 goals, so it just shows the quality in this Celtic side. And I said to you, when will they be stopped? You said the Old Firm. Are you kind of taken back in this decision now that Celtic have produced 9 goals?
Well, it's obviously a very impressive 9 to get. Obviously not a 10, but not the first team they bought the 10.
Alright, mate.
But I wouldn't. It's Dundee United. If it was like Aberdeen, you pop them 9 now, I'll go, bloody hell, man.
I mean, Dundee United are a good side.
Like, yeah, they're good.
This season they've been very poor.
Yeah, but no, obviously I'm not taking anything away from Celtic, but I think they probably. I think it was a fair result. I think 9 maybe. I think some of the goals, like Starfelt goal, it's just poor. You can say it's a bit of genius from Starfelt, but it's poor defending from Dundee.
I mean, it's about 10 minutes to go on that 8-0 down. It's not even like they've just stopped. Starfelt lost his man. It's not like they've just stopped and just couldn't be well tracking him. Starfelt lost his man. Think of the whip in that cross.
Yeah,
how much the pace came in. It's a great header.
He just couldn't be bothered tracking him back.
I mean, what else can you say besides Celtic? Unbelievable.
Yeah, I take it you're full of confidence for next Saturday.
Of course, mate. Who wouldn't be after this result and the previous results? You score 4, we score 5. We've got goals on our side and we can keep a clean sheet.
Well, I reckon there'll be 0 goals scored full firm. No.
No. That's very boring, mate.
imagine all that.
If you're so confident, why don't you predict it for next week?
Well, we'll move on to that later. But do you think you can play this kind of football in the Champions League? You also know your group now, Real Madrid and blah blah blah.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a future episode. But yeah, with the group, I'm happy with the group, but we'll talk about that further. But Ange, he doesn't change the style he plays, and if we score 9 goals against Dundee United, there's no reason why we can't score a few against Real Madrid or these other sides. I know the quality's different, but if we play in the same way and they have the ball and we counter attack, we've got the players to do it, and we've got, as I said, 2 players that didn't play attacking options. It just shows why Celtic got my heart. Talk about hearts. Heart's free too. Like that one, mate.
That's a good transition.
That one was for you. You want to take it away?
Yeah, sure.
I'll do it if you want.
Yeah, you can go for it.
Tynecastle, Hearts 3-2 against St Johnstone. Early goal from Gary Carey for St Johnstone. I don't know if you've seen it. I can't really remember it, but from when I was watching it, I was like, this is contender for goal of the week. I don't know what's happened, and I can't actually describe it. However, I'm pretty sure it was a very good goal, and I might try to find it now. So if you want to just ramble on, go for it, mate.
Well, yeah. Obviously, Hearts played a bit of a wee bit of rotated side. So likes of Shanklin rested, along with Barry Mackay. His boys came back, got a wee goal as well. Him and who scored the second?
I'm pretty sure Kai Rose got the opener and Boyd got the second, and Shanklin finished later on with a penalty. I've just got the goal here. It was a back pass to Craig Gordon, and it's just on his weak foot. We know Craig Gordon's not the best with his kicking. Goes into the middle of the park, and the midfielder is Carey, I don't know, but he does a wee trivela outside the boot, and it just goes over 2 Hearts defenders' head into the back of the net. And again, it is kind of an open net. However, the technique he's used for the height to go over, Craig Gordon no chance in goals, and it's a terrific finish, must say. But later on, Cairo's getting the leveller, very good header. must say, powerful efforts. Again, I can't really comment too much on this match. Only seen the highlights. Potential red card though for one of the St Johnstone midfielders on a late challenge. Studs up on young Cammy Devlin. I don't know if it was Phillips or whoever it was, but
I think it was Cameron Devlin. Or
yeah, he got the tackle on him, but
yeah,
oh, he had to get stretchered off, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, it was Phillips clashed into Cameron
Phillips, yeah.
Devlin. Yeah,
That's seen Shanklin come on the pitch and later on get his goal. So
poor boys, man.
good decision for him to come on. However,
Always a squad.
entertaining game. I didn't expect this from St Johnstone's point of view.
Yeah, they just went for it. You know, Hearts have the worst this season. Have the worst record at home.
Did they actually?
Yeah, they do. I thought they did quite well at home.
That's what I thought. You wouldn't
Maybe,
expect
yeah.
that. Maybe Dundee United or something.
Well, if you think Dundee are the worst of the worst, but yeah. Obviously, Hearts very good to get the win. Obviously,
Big Andy Considine getting on the goals.
yeah. Oh, that's true.
Back onto the back post. Bullet header from Big Considine, Mr. Boogie.
Yeah, Nelson. Robin Nielsen came out after the game, admitted that obviously boys being forced to come off may force the club to be more aggressive in the transfer market. Also, they signed that other guy. I can't mind his name, but I think he came on like set with the fans and all that before the game.
Oh,
He
just
was-
like an away announcement.
Yeah, he's a midfielder. I can't mind where he's from. I can pull it up.
I think they've still got Beningame to come back and all that. I don't know when he
Yeah.
is coming back, but he's a
Yeah.
quality midfielder.
I'm pretty sure he's out for a while, so I don't
Peter
think.
Haddon, it's him or Cammy Devlin that usually plays in the midfield. However, I actually like Peter Haddon.
Yeah.
When he comes on, I feel like he does well. Like, he wins his tackles, he's aggressive, yet he can carry the ball, and he's not got a bad strike in him. So, Hearts, they've got decent options there. However, Andy Halliday playing it again, he's terrible. He's terrible. Must say he's terrible.
Maybe we should stick to Sponge.
Lewis Nielsen though, I can't mind if they never got a goal from it St Johnstone, but there was a chance where like he just lets the ball go past him as last man at centre back, and like it was so poor.
He's like Stan, just plays a bit risky sometimes.
No, but like this was poor. I'm actually just trying to watch it back now to like remind me, but I can't even find it. Pretty much the ball goes forward and he just lets it go past him, and then the guy's pretty much in on goal, but they don't score from it, so it doesn't really matter. But
I was quite surprised by St Johnstone anyway. Obviously, they've also got a couple of wins this season. Also not bad Dundee United, but I think when Dundee United start picking up the form, I really would start to worry for St Mirren. Can you get pumped? They're getting pumped every game.
St Mirren.
St Johnstone, sorry.
Wow.
Um,
I mean, they've got 1-1, but we kind of expected this for them being bottom of the table. But yeah, not too much to speak on with St Johnstone wise. This was like an alright game for them. I think at Hearts they're like clear thirds so far on the table, like best
Yeah.
team thirds, as in not results wise. Cause I don't actually know whether they're sitting third or fourth. But
I think we'll
yeah, they are thirds.
Oh.
They're thirds by a point on Aberdeen.
Yeah.
But-
Aberdeen could get third this season. They've been very impressive. I loved it. I can't wait for the Aberdeen Hearts game. I think that'll be quite good.
I think it would be dependent on Hearts in Europe.
You
Obviously, they lost against Zurich, but they're in conference and they got the group stage.
Oh yeah, group's quite winnable for them, I think.
Did you see their potential group, or the group they would have got if they bet Zurich? They would have got Arsenal and
Yeah,
some
Arsenal,
other good
yeah.
team.
Yeah, they probably would have dropped in the Conference League. So
I mean, they're there now anyway, so let's see how they get on.
well, let's move on to goal of the week. Phil, how was your goal of the week?
I think there's only one man for this. There's maybe a shout for the likes of, it's not Lewis Ferguson. Why do I? It's Robbie McCrory or Ross
Yeah.
McCrory, sorry.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I thought Ferguson. His left-footed attempt, but I've went with Kyogo Furuhashi.
Mm.
His second goal, just a quick instinct to wrap his foot round and stick it into the top right hand corner. Set the tone for this match. 9-0 win. Kyogo, very impressive. 3 goals. Could have picked any of them probably just because his movement, but this one was the standout. Nice on the eye goal.
Yeah,
And he
Well-
got an assist, so.
that's true. I had Ross McCrory, also former Rangers man, but for the current Rangers number 9,
Oh.
Antonio Kolak. What a goal that was! It was basically Scott Wright cuts the ball in, you with the bobble, and then he hits it. He hits it first time, and he's like tried to put base but he's kind of scuffed it a wee bit, so he's hit it on the side, and it kind of rises over and dips over. Oh, it's just a good goal. If you've not seen it, check it out. Very good.
I don't rate it that much.
I think it's very good.
It was alright, but I feel like the
It's-
way he slipped, it's
not a
not
slip.
it's not Celtic biased.
He
He did slip.
didn't.
He did
He
slip.
went and hit it like
He
that.
kicked it and fell because he slipped.
No, because
And that's what made it kind of slice it, and then the ball it deceived the keeper. But I mean, it was still a decent finish in the corner. I'm not taking that away, but I felt like it was a wee bit lucky because nobody would mean to slip when they shoot, would they? So
yeah, that's how good he is.
of course, that's how good he is.
He
Imagine that
is.
was a Celtic player.
What?
Lucky slip, lucky.
Oh, he
from you.
didn't slip. For 3 weeks in a row, he's been trying to get a bicycle kick, I tell you.
He's not quite as good as Yakimakis though.
Oh, I can't believe you compared that. Okay.
Which I
Let's,
can't believe it.
Let's move on
Just
to
get
Player of the
talking
Week. I gave it to, I was going to say former Celtic man. No, it is a Celtic man.
Current Celtic man.
I gave it to Bada. He got a hat trick, got an assist. Very good, I thought.
Interesting one that. I think it was only between two people this week, really.
Could read 3.
Who was the third?
Go back.
Okay.
And
Kyogo.
mm.
Him and Abada both getting free.
I gave it over Bada because it's Abada's like first game in a while, first start,
Very impressive.
and he just
Maeda has been playing.
underrated. He is a bit underrated. Better
No,
Maeda.
we rate him though.
Yeah, it's better Maeda.
I think it's just that Maeda offers for Ange's system more, but you can't fault a guy that's came into the team after not being starting and getting a hat
Just
trick.
shows to you. He's like that.
They both got a hat trick and an assist each. Kyogo's in it in less time, so that's why I picked Kyogo. And his goal was a standout for goal of the week for me, so that's why I just went for Kyogo because he's tipped it off nicely.
Oh, that's lovely. Well, let's move on to our prediction for game week 6.
Six, but we should talk about game week 5 predictions.
Oh yes.
A lot more points on the board this time. You got 8. I got 8.
Ah, boo.
However, you're still ahead by a few points just because previous weeks. However, I'm coming for you. You got lucky this week.
Well, I've got like 5 perfect predictions and you got 4, I believe.
I wonder how you knew that, eh?
I
Just had
wonder.
to mention it.
Well, sometimes
Because I've gone bold for mine.
don't us. I went bold. St Mirren, Hibs. I think as bold as they come.
Nah, you predicted a 1-0.
And
I predicted like a 2-1 or 2-0 or something.
well, let's head over to a game week 6.
However, there's one game we're not going to mention for
Oh yes.
reasons that there'll be a better and bigger episode on that one. The Old Firm, the Glasgow Derby, Celtic Rangers. We will not be speaking about predictions here because we do not want to ruin a video that will be soon out on the channel. So let's just, instead of talking about that, let's just go straight into what, a Ross County Aberdeen.
Yeah, let's go for that. I've gave Ross County the win.
No, you've not.
I've not. I gave Aberdeen 2-0. I'm such a tease. I just like to think.
See, when I say I'm going bold,
I'm gonna go bold.
I'm going bold.
What's your?
I see Aberdeen pulling up a stinker. Ross County's not good enough to get the win. I've went with a 1 each.
1 each.
If I want to play safe, I would just say an Aberdeen win. However, I feel like in the past they've always been very close when they play. There's not really been a standout. Aberdeen's done very well this season. However, I need points on the board, so it's either risk it and try to get ahead of you, or predict the same Aberdeen and then we're kind of close. I probably would have
Yeah.
went a 2-0, so
Yeah.
let's just go a 1 each draw. Ross County Aberdeen. It's up in Highlands as well, so
Yeah.
Ross County
Ding
maybe.
ball.
They might be
Tough place to go.
favourites. It is, so Aberdeen might struggle.
Right, let's say Livy Hearts. I've got a 3 and a 1.
Is it to Hearts?
Yeah, it's the Hearts.
Should I shake your hands on that?
No.
2 right, I won't, because I went with a 2-1 Hearts.
Wow.
I was actually thinking about a Livy one. Just out there, but after last
But
week.
after last week, pump final. Fitzwater sent off as well. He'll be playing this week.
I've always put Livy in there. I predicted them for the Hearts game, the Hibs game to win. They ended up winning. You didn't. I think you said Hibs, but just shows my ball knowledge is there. It's just depending if teams want
It's
to show
very
up.
small.
You've got a bit lucky though with that Yakimakis Celtic one, whatever. Hearts.
Actually, like 2 games ago and you're still banging on about it.
No wonder, I'd be so clear of you, but you're just lucky. But I've went to 2-1 Hearts, you went to 3-1 Hearts.
Yeah.
Let's just move on to what do you want? Take a pick.
We'll go for Motherwell versus Dundee United
Only one winner here.
at the Steelman Stadium. Who's it? Who you got?
I've not got a winner.
Not got a winner?
I told you I'm going bold.
What, you went for like an hour or something?
One each.
I don't know, one each. Bloody hell.
I know. I just see Motherwell, like, they should be winning this, but Dundee United, they need to pick up points eventually, and as I said, Dundee United, they've not been terrible. Against Celtic, they conceded 9, but at the start they weren't terrible.
But I think
A week before they weren't terrible, so if they just get an early goal, Motherwell will want to get back in it. We've seen they can get back in it against Aberdeen and the likes. Similar-ish side quality-wise, Dundee United.
But surely you think the confidence is low.
It is low, and Jack Ross doesn't seem to have his a selected 11. He's just trying to chop and change. He's trying to do something before he gets sacked. I just think. I told you I'm going bold. It's one each. I think you predicted a winner from Motherwell.
I did.
So I need to go bold. I need to get out there and just get the points up.
You could have said Dundee United win. Is that too bold?
You've lit that. There's no way.
That,
Oh, I bet they won like 1-0. They just won.
we come back next game week. Oh dear, oh dear. I went 2-0. Van Veen double. Boom.
Penalty?
Won't be a penalty.
Pen and a header.
Pen in a head. That's a pen in a header.
That's got a good ring to that.
That's a bit of me. Sweden Johnson versus St Mirren up in Perth. I've got 1-1.
No, you don't.
I do.
Yeah, that's right, to be fair.
Actually, do have
St
1-1.
Mirren been poor. St Johnson just showed they've been decent enough last week, but they're not getting the results. I can see you're reading in it. 2-0 Saints.
Wow, that is outrageous.
Do you know who I'm talking about though?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, 2-0 Saints.
Oh,
'Cause they're both Saints.
You got me there.
I mean, one of them's called Saints, the other one's not.
Yeah.
2-0 St Johnson. I'm not even kidding, it's 2-0 St Johnson.
That is
I'm going bold. St Johnson need a win
But I feel like you're going too bold. I'm just saying.
To be fair, I might get no points this week, and you might get like 10 and it's done for, but I've still got time to make it back. So
There is like 30 game weeks or something like that.
I'm going bold, mate. I'm going bold.
Okay.
2-0 St Johnson at home. St Mirren struggled. They can do this. I believe in them.
Well, let's move on to the last one. Hibs, Kilmarnock. Surely this is just one winner.
I don't know. Because I kind of regret my decision, but I'm going to stick by it.
What's your decision?
2-1 Hibs.
Hmm?
I was thinking of Kilmarnock to win just because we don't know what's going on with Hibs right now. They've been terrible and Kelly's starting to pick up a bit of form. But Hibs, they need to win eventually, mate. Because they've just been terrible the past couple of weeks. So at home, got the fans behind them, they want a performance, they've got players to do it. They're decent enough defensively and offensively, so why can they not score 2 goals?
Boys goal?
Who?
Boys?
Boys?
Oh, Boyle.
Boyle. It's okay, mate, it's okay. I don't care, to be honest. I just want to see a 2-1 Hibs as long as you've not got 2-1 Hibs. Don't change your mind.
I did have 2-1 Hibs,
No,
but
you
I might
didn't.
change it to 0. Oh, I might give.
Just change it, come on, I've been bold. Have a bit of fun. No. I actually think it will win now.
1-0 Kilmarnock.
Locked.
Confirmed. I've changed it. I went 2-0 Hibs, but I've changed it to 1-0 Kilmarnock. Someone's hit me. Don't know who. Someone's hit me with the almighty power of prediction.
This happened last week. You said Motherwell and I was like, I'm going to go bold. Predicted a Kelly win. I
But
got it perfect.
Yeah, that's
She
true.
won.
That's true. So, that'll do for this game week, or this podcast episode 8. That's us done. We'll see you in the next one, and look out for the Old Firm one. That's
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
Hopefully Thursday, but no promises. We'll see you later. Have a good one. Bye.